Now, training using the gymnastic rings is probably a method of bodybuilding which you haven't really heard of, and it's very highly underrated in my opinion. So that's why in this video, I'm going to give you a complete beginner's guide to training and bodybuilding using the rings. But first of all, what is the point in using rings? Why would you use them over just a gym or a normal pull-up bar in your house? If you look on screen, just look how aesthetic the scene is. I'm in the woods, I'm training, and it's just so natural and primal and just calm. You aren't going to get that in just a normal gym, and it's just such a unique way of training. And with the way that you can bodybuild very successfully using this method of training and build loads of size, I'm not even joking, it is a very attractive option. So now that we've covered that, how do you actually build muscle using the rings? Well, first of all, you're going to have to find a place to actually put your gymnastic rings. You can do this at a home pull-up bar if you want, or at a pull-up bar at the gym could also work. Or you could take the third option, which is what I do, and you could find a place in the woods which has a tree which sort of overhangs and is almost horizontal, which is sturdy enough because you don't want it to break, so it's got to be a thick branch. But all you have to do is basically chuck the straps over the branch and then attach the rings. And then you can also adjust the ring height by moving the strap up and down. You generally want the rings higher for pull-ups and then lower for dips. And pull-ups and dips are the two main exercises you're going to do on the rings because they're so simple, and it's just a compound exercise, and I talk a lot about how compound exercises are so good, and I literally do agree. Pull-ups and dips will build your physique. This doesn't mean that I think you shouldn't go to the gym, and I think there's definitely benefits, especially for aesthetics. If you want to do exercises like incline chest press for the upper chest, and also if you want to do some arm isolation or maybe even some side delt isolation, I would definitely put in my routine, considering how important the side delt is for your V-taper. The good thing about the rings is that you can manipulate the way that your palms face in order to turn it mid-rep into a chin-up, like you see my friend doing here. Chin-ups are slightly easier than pull-ups for most people, including myself, especially how I've got a more arm-dominant physique. But basically, the whole premise is that if your palms are facing away from you, then you're getting more back activation, and if your palms are facing towards you, you're still getting back activation, but you're getting a little bit more bicep activation, which is a little bit easier. So that means if your arms are overdeveloped, you might want to take more of a palms facing away from you grip. But if you really want to grow your arms and your biceps, then you should do more of a chin-up grip. This is the way that people have trained for centuries. Basic calisthenics movements have worked since the dawn of time to build your physique, and they will continue to work for centuries to come. If you cannot do any normal pull-ups yet, you can simply attach a band to the rings and hit some banded pull-ups or chin-ups. After a while of training using the gymnastic rings, you should be able to eventually unlock the ring muscle up, which is an amazing skill, which is very satisfying to get for your first time. But this just comes down to your body being used to doing pull-ups on the gymnastic rings. You're also going to need to use the false grip for this, which is when you put your hand through the ring and grab it with your palm. As you see me doing here, pay attention to my grip. And all you have to do is just pull the rings to your chest and then flip over. It will take a lot of practice and time, but you'll get there eventually. You can train high ring pull-ups for this. Bring the ring to your chest. Dips are the other compound exercise, which I think you should include. Try to feel your pecs stretching at the bottom of each rep, and you need to set the rings lower for this movement. Don't underestimate the difficulty of this movement, and just have a go. Thanks for watching. The ring should get your muscles very pumped, so enjoy the pump in nature. Subscribe and leave a like or a comment if you want any more tips, or if you have any video suggestions, then leave a comment, and keep training calisthenics.